beyond being attractive to new families and enrollment, I wanted to kind of swing back around on something you mentioned, that adding a language offers academic benefits and faith-based benefits. And you kind of touched at it, that align with our Christian values, our mission. And you've kind of talked about how this can help with service and ministry and opportunities. Talk more about that. Where do you see the benefits as it aligns with a Christian school's mission? We need to look at everything we do and see, is this really on mission for us? Where does that fit in?
Yeah, before Jesus, left to heaven, he gives the command of go to all the nations and disciple them, and teach them. And uh, you cannot do it if you are just thinking that English is the only language that you
That's
have.
a little limiting.
It is. So to have, I'll give them, another the opportunity to learn another language, to know some verses, doesn't need to, to have a lot of things, but at least a little bit, you're opening to them to the missions, to uh, go with service, evangelism, and sharing God's message. So language learning directly support the Great Commission by enabling students to communicate across the cultures and nations. So they can go to mission trips. They can go even Saturdays, Sundays with your church, to their neighborhoods. To, here, even in the States, what I'm saying is like there's a big opportunity. My
Sure.
husband is Hispanic pastor here in the States. I never thought that the States will be a mission field. When we were thinking about missionary work, we were thinking about Mexico, Africa, South America, and other places. We never thought that we will come back here for do a mission work. But there's a lot of people coming to our churches that I
Right.
wasn't able to teach them the gospel in Mexico because they are not there, they're here. And I know that a lot of them they never heard the gospel in Mexico because they're think that they don't need it. But here they're coming to churches, they're coming, to everybody that they're very friendly. So if you have that, you help to the students to have empathy, for another people to uh, even for the commission, the Lord told us that we need to love our neighbor as we love ourselves.
Right.
And
Right.
this is one of the ways that you can love them, give them the gospel. I can think also like Jesus, when everyone was, ready to go to another place, he always say that was necessary for him to pass through Samaria. Why? Because was someone there that needed to know the gospel, the Samaritan, and she
Right.
knew the Lord. So yes, if we want to love, have compassion and unity, uh, you need to be able to speak.
Enjoyed this short clip? That was just a sneak peek into a full episode on the Teacher Edition podcast. We are passionate about supporting Christian educators like you. Looking for more inspiration and practical strategies you could use today? Subscribe now wherever you get your podcasts. Brought to you by BJU Press.